All right, part 2 on mental care versus health care and all the crazy people taking psychotropic drugs today, and you're leaving your kids with them at school, or they're driving down your road, or whatever else. Right now, a couple years back, we were told in 2025 gonna have to be gonna start selling cars, or where you have to have a breathalyzer in your car to drive, those types of things. This might be delayed or whatever, but this can work into the Real ID and the AI system and different things that's lining up so far with the birthright citizenship, the Ice Age, World War III knocking, all this, all the lights. All right. So, as your pills and all these things are taken one way, shape, or form, and the light is shown on your pills in one way, shape, or form, even though it tells you on the back of the box the effects, and y'all still take them when you just got to change your diet and whatever else, right? So the way to fix y'all is to change the diet, but y'all are going to be going through some detox sessions and being told some things here and there, and y'all have a line of dividing as far as light, where this drug is good, this drug is bad. Elon Musk takes too much ketamine or too much nitrous oxide for ye, but these medications over here are fine. When if you don't take it, you're just about to burst your bubble, or oh, he hasn't taken his medication today, he's not in a very good mood, or well, your mother, you know, she's got a little hormone issue. She needs to go get her refill. You know, these types of things we hear from the older generation in the salon you work at, or the grandma's house you visit, or whatever kind of thing going on, all right? Shit, it's even your friend's house now, because they told y'all years back, well, you know, this such and such year, the 40-year-olds will be getting the diseases of the 60-year-olds. Well, this year, we're going to have one and so many kids born with autism. And we do. Okay? So all these things are being shown and told to you. Well, they're saying, eat this apple. Eat this apple. It has poison in it. You just keep eating it down. Oh, no. So y'all are just intoxicated. You aren't sober, and the most sober people are probably pregnant women and women who are nursing and those types of things, because they're not, most likely they're not partaking in the so-called spiritual realm and the pharmakeia, or whatever kind of thing that y'all want to believe in. All right. So and the pharmakeia, the pharmacy, okay, they want to say, I saw Tucker Carlson and Alex Jones doing this stupid conversation about pharmakeia and the drugs and whatever else, but yet they're all, dude, Alex Jones is selling pharmakeia on his fucking website on InfoWars. Okay? So all that stuff is pharmakeia. Everything in a box is pharmakeia. You're seeking, that's food. Food is medicine. Let food be thy medicine. So food is medicine. That's pharmakeia. It's all the shit put together. You gotta cook it up. You're doing pharmakeia. Recipes. It's all pharmakeia. Everything's pharmakeia. Oh. And the AI is on the pharmakeia. And to get back to the right pharmakeia, we're going to have the AI bringing it all back together. Okay? On the backside. And we're on that backside. That's where we have the AI there coming on. It's gathered up all the shit from the pH in the water that's been set by the planet Hollywood. So now we're got that acidic water, or the plants can't grow per se, so we got to go from the acidic to the alkalinic. And that's a positive and negative and all those other things to take us in, whatever. So, everybody, the majority, when I say everybody, 80%, 90%, you can look at these numbers, the 60% obesity, however many people are taking this type of pill, 1 in 10, however many people are taking this pill, 1 in 5, however many people have this, 1 in 2, whatever classification they want to put you in, okay? So a lot of these are mental diseases. And as a mental disease, it's generally caused because you're eating some shit food, or you're listening to some shit music that makes you whine all the time, or you're going to some shit program where you got to talk about your problems all the time, or whatever kind of thing. Okay, or they're giving you some type of God that you're never going to measure up to, that where he loves you so much, he's going to supposedly burn 75% of the other people for eternity and eternity and eternity. Okay? And they just want to keep you in bondage with fear. And they want to say you can't do this because it's fear. It's 666. It's this, that, and the other. Okay? And we live in a world of nature and not nature. Okay? Where man can operate through the nature of God and Jesus and love and life, or can operate through the nature of Satan and hate and death. And our system now has been taken over by the death in a way, and this is where the red caps are in, and this is where the corruption is in, where the basically you can't sue the pharmaceutical industry, so let's do this, let's give them that, let's do that kind of thing. And then the food, well, they don't know what we're putting in it, let's just give them shit to eat, let's just give them rotted milk and the Hershey's Kisses or whatever, right? So when you eat good chocolate or have good milk and you taste what soured milk tastes like or whatever, and all these different things, and you go to eat certain foods, you can taste they're using rotten fucking things or whatever, or what we're taught is rotten. So if we're taught that it's rotten, that means they're using rotten shit, even though it may not even be rotten. Okay, because we're showing now that people are fermenting food, rotten meat, into jars, and they're eating it, supposedly. So, everything is being shown now, and we're living in a multi-dimensional layer where everything is overlayered, where we can see how this person is healing this over here. Maybe we might need to take a bite of rotten meat once in a while, or we might need to do this or that and the other for whatever kind of thing, right? Because we're a machine. We might need to change our oil every now and then. This is where people might be getting plasma fusions or blood transfusions or whatever, right? And the life is in the blood. All these things that are coming out in different ways. So we'll see where we're going. So healthcare has a THC in it, and the car and the HeAlt and all those little things. So the THC, the plant, that's going to be kind of a dividing line, and we see how much the church hates the plant and hates God's creation and these types of things. And they can't even believe it where they say that you can use it and those things. So this is where the blind is leading the blind. They're just trained and programmed to think that way. They cannot accept the truth of what it actually says. Okay, you can show them the truth and they will still go back to the lie. And this is going back to a frequency thing, and it happens over time, and it's building and building and building to where people are giving their babies Tylenol or whatever else for fever and all this other stupid shit going on. So, as a person like myself, pretty much done every drug. Okay, are some exceptions, but I've pretty much done everything that was there put in front of me. Okay. Things were given to me in a certain type of pattern looking back, and basically I was given something, and I downloaded the information in a way, I partook of it, and then it was pulled away from me, and I wasn't given it for, let's say, a year or so. before that, okay? And then alcohol, I didn't drink until I was pretty much 21, and I continued that, but there was times where I didn't drink, or there are times I don't drink at all for a couple of years or whatever, right? Because the wife's been pregnant, so I pretty much don't drink when she's having a baby or all that kind of thing. So it just goes hand in hand where you just do a natural cleansing and whatever kind of thing. But the people aren't cleansing at all from whatever in the way the dark lights work, where these certain drugs, they make it to where you don't eat for days on end or whatever. You're actually doing a detox where you don't get hungry at all, but yet you're also burning and heating up the brain in a way to where you're melting that mercury out in different heavy metals that have partaken there, and you're able to get those out in different ways. And there's different things going on, but they don't want you to have these over here because they open up pathways in the program in a way. And this is where it's talking about like frying the brain, because they want the brain to be under this particular program. So if you fry it, then you're frying that circuit to where something can intermingle out, and that's where you're like partaking in the joint or whatever, and then you're like, man, I wonder if Washington really did do that kind of thing. And then it goes from there. Okay? Because this is the tree of knowledge of good and evil, and it helps you think about the world around you and the good in all, and how there's good in all, there's evil in all, and it just depends on what level of things you want to look at. Just like we see the kids digging the beach in a hole. Oh, that's nice and lovely until they fall in. Okay, oh, that's evil, that's bad. So mountain climbing's great until you fall off. Biking's great until you hit a car. Living's great till you gotta die. That kind of thing. Your medicines are great till you find out you can't shit for 3 weeks because you're constipated, and then you have to take a diarrhea pill to get it out, and then you have a headache from that, and you got to take a pill for that, and then that gives you hives, and you got to take some of your hives, and then your hives, that gives you, the list goes on, y'all, okay? So, I've heard the lie from the people. Either way, the mental care, the people, they're telling you they're nuts. Okay? So if they're nuts, we got the real ID and these things coming out, and the people are on these pain pills and tells you different pills tell you can't be operating machinery and whatever else, right? This is where the rain is pulled back. Okay, and some wild times come. And then they offer you the out by being able to sign up for the app for Tesla's home driving car and all this other stuff. So, and then we know people around us who own the Tesla and the $8,000 plus feature for the self-driving feature, and they go out drinking and coming home trashed all the time. And they say, well, Tesla got us home. So, it's all being set up before your eyes, and then it's going to be turned on and turned off for the last switch. Okay? So, they usually they can turn it where instead of going to the Big Bang point, one point in time, it's where it's shown in that boom, 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 circle, the Russell, because the periodic table is a square, and then the Russell table is a snake kind of thing. So that's where you have in the Big Bang picture they showed on PBS or whatever it was. Either way, so that's where you have boom, boom, boom instead of just one point. But this is kind of like an overlay of things. But as it does these, that's where you have the light turn on before the other light turns off. And then you're like, did something change here? That kind of thing. Or like the red light to the blue light. That would be the real change or whatever kind of thing. So the old grandma's house with the red lights or whatever, you're going into the new bright LED kind of thing. So that would be where it's getting bright in here, like, hey, I'm realizing where I am, and then they turn it off and you're like, shit,